A promise may be kept in Colorado 21 years after it was made. That's how long ago voters first approved to pay a new sales tax to build the train to Longmont. What train to Longmont exactly? It's been a promise not delivered on for decades, and for years we have tracked it here on this program ever since RTD said that it could be the year 2050 by the time it finished the train to Longmont. Well, that estimate's been chipped down to about 3,000 days from now, and you know what? Tonight, our Marshall Zellinger can report it could be a mere 999.
You're looking at RTD's train to Longmont. You can't see it because it still doesn't exist. 21 years after voters approved a FasTracks sales tax that was supposed to help pay for a train from Denver to Longmont.
The original FasTracks project was always overpromised.
Lisa Kaufman, senior strategic advisor to the governor, is leading the team negotiating a deal that will help complete the train to Longmont.
Really what my job became is what can we deliver with the resources that exist without going back to voters and asking for additional tax revenue.
In 2024, RTD estimated it would cost $650 million to finish the line, with a schedule of 3 trains from Longmont to Denver in the morning and 3 trains from Denver to Longmont in the afternoon.
We're looking at a total one-time investment around $330 million for the first 3 round trips.
How is Kaufman's cost cut in half? Joint service. The train would make 3 round trips from Denver to Longmont as part of a joint service with Front Range Passenger Rail, the newly named Colorado Connector, or COCO, that would continue on to Fort Collins.
At those numbers, we have enough existing resources between the state, RTD, and Front Range Passenger Rail to be able to deliver the service without asking voters for any additional tax revenue.
Platforms would look basic: a canopy, a cover, and parking nearby.
Everything you would see for a typical nice bus stop, essentially.
Anything fancier would require voters along the COCO route to approve a sales tax question on the ballot as soon as November, which could also add more round trips. A state law signed in 2024 calls for COCO to begin by January 1st, 2029, which means we can maybe say a train to Longmont could be ready 999 days from today.
You can, and I think that would be a good way to keep people accountable and focused on finally delivering train service.
Lisa Kaufman is presenting the money part of this to RTD right now. Joint service needs approval by several boards: RTD's board, Front Range Passenger Rail, CDOT, and a couple other state agencies with more acronyms. If they all agree, Longmont will finally get a train in just a shade under 25 years.
Hey, that's not, so nobody smokes anymore, but RTD is that friend that's always bumming cigarettes and has never once had their own cigarettes, but they're always asking other people. They have a pot of money, right, that they've been collecting over the years from people?
Yeah, they still collect FasTracks dollars, and there's about $192 million in a savings account strictly for FasTracks dollars. RTD's portion of this would be $190 million.
Okay.
There are other parts of FasTracks that still haven't been built. I can hear people like beyond Westminster saying, what about us? And
yeah.
But look, Boulder and Longmont may have its path. 999, what are the odds? 999.
How about that? Everybody keep eating right, exercise, and we may live to see that train. Marshall, thank you.